Page Genius and the Cloaker. You got this recording, right, John? Okay. So yeah, it's being recorded. All right. So we're gonna go through all this setup here, and this is a world class setup. I call this like I call it the 10K a day setup, but it's just a perfect setup to allow yourself to track everything correctly, do some massive testing, make your life easier, and just make everything efficient. It would, like I said before, it would take us hours to sort through data, to set up everything, to make changes. But now, I do all this stuff in about 10, 15 minutes. All right, so we're gonna go through all this, and with that said, let's get into it. So let's first start with Dreamweaver. Um, Dreamweaver it costs money. I think it costs a lot of money, but I can actually get you guys a free version. But for all specific purposes, right now you just need like a 30-day free trial. So your best bet is just to go to actually look here real quick. Yeah, so your best bet is just go to Google and type in Dreamweaver, and go ahead and download it. Sign up for the trial, and get it installed on your computer. Now, once you have it, this is Dreamweaver right here. Once you have it installed, you'll come to a screen like this. Now, what you want to do, the setup that you want is that you want the Dreamweaver to kind of sync between your server and your site on your computer. All right. So before you have HTML editors, so sometimes you have to go into your website and rip stuff down and maybe make changes, or you got your outsourcers sending you files. So you want to be able to edit your HTML and edit your pages here in. You can't hear me? Okay, okay. Well, I think you're muted, so, but okay. So what we're gonna do is use Dreamweaver as a FTP client and also as an HTML editor, and we're gonna sync both of our server and our website on our computer together. All right. And the way you do that is, first, when you open up your Dreamweaver, you want to go to Site, and you want to click on New Site. And what this is going to just do is allow you to connect Dreamweaver with your site that you've ripped down. So actually, in this example, let me actually go to the swipe file that we created yesterday, and I'm going to actually put something on my server here. So this is the site here. All right, so what I want to do is we actually rip this down here, and so you guys can see the whole process. See, damn, Windows 8. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So I'm going to rip this down and show you guys the whole process. So click next, and I'm going to change this to just create a folder here, and just put it on my desktop and click OK. So it's going to go to the desktop. Click next, put the URL in, and click finish. It's going to download all the images and files and stuff that we need. So we can give that a few seconds. Now, sometimes if you get a site that's really huge, it's going to take a while to really download everything. So I don't recommend doing this for a content-based site like a blog, or something with a lot of different content, because it's going to take you hours to download this stuff. So this shouldn't take that long. All right, so as that's downloaded, let me actually show you guys. So you want to give it site a name. So we just actually ripped down the healthlifestyles.org. So let's actually name our folder that. All right, so let's give the name of the folder, the site name, healthlifestyles.org. And I'm going to create, all right, so now they're asking here, where is your site at on your computer? Like, where exactly is it? All right, so we're going to put it in, let's say, I'm going to put it in the desktop, and put it right here. All right, so that's why I've downloaded the site. We just ripped down on our server. I put it on the desktop in this folder, and we're going to basically tell Dreamweaver that that's where our site is at. All right, and that allows Dreamweaver to know where your stuff is at. So when it starts syncing between your server and your website on your computer, it knows where everything's at. All right, so the next step, so let's go ahead and save that. All right, and that's still downloading. So the next step is to go ahead and add your server. So we're going to click on Manage Sites, and we want to select what we just created, which is the healthlifestyles.org site. So we're going to click on Servers, and we're going to click on the plus, and then we're going to go ahead and add our server information here. So here, you get this information from your hosting company. So I'm going to call it, my server. Let's give it a name, and then I'm going to type in my domain name that's hosting the primary domain on the hosting account. All right, so each hosting that you have, it's going to ask for you to provide a primary domain. So that's what we're going to do here. All right, so it's going to ask for a username. So I think the username is mom. Actually, let me go check this out real quick. So if you guys follow me, if you guys have any audio problems, let me know, so we don't have the same issue.
Yeah, nah, I'm monitoring you, brother. On the other end here, you good to go though.
All right, let me actually plug my charger in, because the computer's about to die here. All right. So, all right. So actually, I think I can do this a lot easier. So let me actually cancel this out real quick, and I already have the server information under 3M sales. So let me grab. Here we go. So servers, edit. Okay, this is a different. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna copy this down. T7322. All right, so let's go back to our site we just created, healthlifestyles.org, and go to servers. Let's go ahead and add a new server. Give it a name, my server. Type in your primary domain name on your account. Go ahead and type in your username to access your server, and last but not least, your password to your account. I'd like to click test to make sure it connects correctly. It says OK, good to go. Click save, and we are done. All right, and I think this is done. Yes, it is done. All right, so we got our site ripped down, we got our server, everything connected with Dreamweaver, and now once you click, when you log into Dreamweaver, you click this little expand button here, shape of a square. Click that, and now what you have here on the right is your website that you just ripped down, and on the left you have your server. So I'm going to click connect icon at the top left, and now you have you're connected to your server. This is your computer. This is your server you have with GoDaddy or HostGator or Beyond Hosting on the left, and on the right is your website. So now what we're going to do also, I'm going to show you a neat little trick here to make things easier. See, we have a lot of different folders within our hosting, so we're going to create a specific folder for this site. So I'm going to actually right click and click new folder, and I'm going to call it let's call it Health Life. All right. All right. That's done. And what I'm going to do is actually go back and connect straight to that folder, because right now it's going to the top level domain of our hosting, and I don't want to see all those different folders. I want to go straight into that one folder. So I'm going to click on Edit, and I'm going to go to Servers, select the server, click Edit, and I'm going to change the root directory to Health Life. I believe that's what I named it. So click Test. Yep. Click Save, click Done. And now once I connect, it should go straight into that folder, Health Life. There we go. All right. So now we got everything synced together. We have our websites to the right. This is our computer on the right side, and on the left side is our server. All right. Now the next step is to simply find our website that we just ripped down and get it over to the left into our server. And this is actually the folder, like I said yesterday, when you rip a site down with httrack, it may be different with other programs, but the name of the site, well, the folder with the name of the site is where your site is going to be at. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually take this and select this folder, right-click, and I'm going to click Put. All right. The put selection pretty much means put the stuff from your computer onto the server. And there's another option called Get, and Get means get the information off the server and put it on your computer. So it's really intuitive. Don't overcomplicate it. Put means put something on your server. Get means get something from it. All right, and that's going to take some time here. And we pretty much have our setup ready to go. So now anytime you need to make any changes, anytime you need to access your server, maybe video's down, and maybe you want to change the headline, or maybe you want to make sure your tracking is set up correctly, all you do now is log into your Dreamweaver and select your site at the top here to the left, and you can do all your editing and uploading all within Dreamweaver. All right. So I can't stress enough how valuable this is. All right. So let's give it a second to see if it finishes here. So let's go back here. Take Mom's Tips for You. It's in Health. Is it Health Life or Healthy Life? Health Life. Health Life. And then what we're going to do is find the site, healthlifestyles.org. I'm actually just going to copy that. Oh, sorry. .org. Tips for You, Health Life. All right, let's see here. Okay, no wonder. All this weird stuff here. Okay, it's actually still uploading, that's why. All right. So let's give it a second here.
And one thing that I'm sure Shakri's going to go over, and some of you guys already know this, obviously, but I know some of you guys are new. So make sure when you're ripping these sites down that you actually go in and change out the links, because it's going to have somebody else's affiliate links in there. And it happens to us. Like, people will rip our stuff down, and then they'll wind up sending us traffic. We get basically free money. We'll get some sales popping off, because there'll be like those random sales Shakrita will be getting in, and it's like some jackass that ripped our page down and then go in and change the links from from our affiliate links. So make sure you're not one of those guys. Although we do love getting free traffic, free sales,
free money.
But, free money. But make sure you actually go in and change those joints up for sure.
All right, so now I want to find this particular site here. because this site has so many different and it's still uploading, but it has so many different files here. As you can see, um, the HT track actually ripped everything off their server. So if you look here, this is not the site I want. This is what the index.html site is pointing to. So you know, we actually want this site. So I need to figure out where that's at once it finishes. So let's see here. John, you want to maybe give me some tips or something while I find this? Because I don't know. This is live, so I don't know
Yeah,
exactly
no,
where
you.
this stuff is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you good, you good, you good. Cool. Well, while we're doing this, while Shakree's doing that, Chris, actually, Chris, where you at? I know we were talking, basically about your situation, and you were saying that your ad spot has like dropped. Let me scroll back down to the bottom here so I can see all the new stuff. Just type into you can just type it into the question box, Chris, or actually let me see that you can use the chat box too. Either or. But anyway, so I know you were saying that basically your ad spot had dropped, like the number 5. Yeah, ad position dropped 5, yeah, overnight. You're cloaking, I'm guessing, right? Yep, okay, cool. What one thing I would say definitely that could have happened, because I'm guessing your quality scores must have went down, is the reason your ad dropped. So what could have happened is the fake page, the page you're actually showing Bing. I don't know what you're using, but I will say this, as far as like with us anyway, like we like to test out different fake pages. Like right now we're using, well, we were using e-com sites, and then now we've been doing like content, like articles, like really pretty relevant content. And it's been working out really well for us. And what does happen, at least it seems to me anyway, it's either one or two things, and you guys will start to notice this the more you run on Bing. What you'll start to notice is that Bing, with their, I guess it's their algorithm, but they'll be in love with a certain type of site. They'll give it really good quality scores. They'll send you a lot of traffic, and then for whatever crazy reason, they'll fall in love with some other kind of page. So we've been through several different types, of fake pages, 7 different type of fields and themes. And for a while, we'll be getting great quality scores. They'll be sending us a ton of traffic, and then just for no apparent reason, all our stuff will drop, and then we'll just have to kind of, create another fake page, a different style. But what's working for us right now is definitely content based, type of sites. Like I think right now we will have like like a little product or something on there, like for instance on diet, but we'll mainly have like a lot of articles that's got a lot of relevant content to it. Like Bang likes to see long scrolling content, so if you can do something like that, get you a fake page that has like some long scrolling content. What niche is it? I don't think anybody else is gonna be able to see it, Chris, which it doesn't matter anyway. They don't have your keywords or anything. Let's see. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's nice. Nice niche there for sure. Okay, let me read what you got there. Competitor keeps reporting me. Oh, dude, yeah, He is he ripped my page, but runs it non-cloak. Damn. That's weird. Yeah, he's just okay. So he's just kind of ratting you out, just trying to throw you under the bus as much as he can, hoping that he'll. Okay, I got you. Um, you know what you can do? I don't know what cloaker you're using, but I don't think Greg's cloaker has this ability. I'm not sure. It may have it now, but I know like some cloakers will give you the ability. Not many of them, but they will collect affiliate IPs, and then they'll block affiliate IPs, so that your competitors and like what runs where and all that stuff when they try to scrape it. It redirects them. Actually, a guy we know, uh, the guys at X-Rail, their cloaker actually sends what runs where and affiliates, like it'll start tracking their IPs, keeping track of affiliate IPs and stuff, and it redirects them to like some like a gay porn site or something like something crazy like that. But like I said, I don't know what cloaker you're using, but yeah, exactly. It's crazy, man. But so man, that's you know, the only thing I can tell you is, you know, you're gonna probably obviously need to try um test out some different, you know, fake pages, test out some different style of fake pages. If you can get some really good content on there, man, Bang loves it. So just some articles, and I know you're, you know, with the niche that you're in, um you can find some good, you can find some content. Go to I use Epic Write. I use Epic, it's EPI. No, I just type it into the joint. But I use Epic Write, and they do really good content, like $1 for every 100 words. And it's, you know, like well written stuff, not like the chicken crap stuff that, you know, folks are used to. Go on there, man, and get yourself like a good 7-8 articles. It's just within the realm of what you're doing. You know, and test that out. And, you know, you may create some kind of a product. Let's see, that you can do. I just got an update. Still can't be, it's really high. Yeah. If you just did that, if your ad's new, it's going to take some time for it to get some impressions. And even though, you know, the quality score is high, you should see it start to move up. It is going to take time. Like Bang, it's got to run its course. It's got to make sure that it continues to get a decent click-through rate. The better the click-through rate and stuff like that, you know, will help with the ad placement itself. So yeah, apparently, obviously, this guy is just, I'm guessing, rip all. He just kind of rips off everything you do. I'll tell you what he may be doing as well. I know you were saying you're bidding really high, but like he may have got it down to a science to where he's day parting, so he knows, and that's another strategy that works really well. So he may be looking at the exact hours that's really profitable for him, where he's getting the most installs, stuff like that. Come in, bid high as hell, because he's got his metrics down, bid high as hell, and then just leave out the game after that. Like, just, you know, we've done that before with diet. Like, know that the times when it's really hot, but we're going to make the most money, come in, bid high, make money, and then just kind of leave it alone for the rest of the day. Let everybody else like get the scraps that's basically left over. So, you know, that can always work as well.
Okay, I'm ready to go, and I figured out what to do here. Um, so whenever you finish, let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
All right, cool. Yeah. So what happened was that it seemed like this site is kind of I don't know, like cloaked or hidden or something. But what I did was, what you can do, guys, is sometimes if you can't find the site because they have so many different stuff on their server that you downloaded, as you can see here, you look to the left, all this stuff we downloaded. I have no idea what's what. What I did was just take and right-click the site and click View Source, and you just copy the HTML. So I just copied all of this, just right-click copied, and then I went here and created a new file called test. So I just, you know, right-clicked on the folder, a new file, and then I opened it up and just pasted all that code here. Just pasted it in. Sometimes that'll work, but like I said, you want to get this outsourced, but, you know, if you want to get something done real quick, or, you know, you want to actually learn the process, this is how you do it. So we actually got everything done here. Sites up on our server. There's one problem here with the image, but I don't want to waste time here nitpicking. But here we go. You know, it's on our server, as you can see. Mom tips for you, and we're ready to go. So that's covering the, you know, ripping down the lander and putting it on our server and setting up Dreamweaver. Now that you got that set up, the next step. Let's see what the next step was. The CPV Labs. Now, the great thing about CPV Labs is that a lot of hosting companies already know how to install CPV Labs. So if you go to Beyond Hosting and get a VPS, or I don't know if I'm not sure if not GoDaddy, but I'm not sure if What's the other hosting everybody use, John? The other hosting?
Lightspeed.
No, the HostGator, HostGator.
Oh, no, yeah, but like lately, I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about HostGator, to be honest, from a lot of guys just within our network and within the group. Like apparently they've gotten really really shitty here lately, and like guys been having a bunch of issues with their site being down constantly. Um, so Beyond Hosting is great, and there's a few others as well. But like I don't know, like HostGator used to be awesome, but now for some reason I'm hearing a lot of people complaining about like their site being down a lot with HostGator. So I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I was just saying like like some hosting companies will actually install CPV labs for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
yeah, I know Beyond Hosting will. So I'm gonna go through this, kind of breeze over it, but if you have any problems, I'm pretty sure you can ask your hosting to install it for you, or hit us up, and we can definitely help. All right, so once you buy CPV Labs, what they'll do is they'll send you an email, and then they'll just send you a zip file. So I'm gonna go in here and show you exactly where um, what the file looks like. So here we go, CPV Labs install. So you get like a zip file like this, and what you're gonna want to do is actually put the zip file um, in the location of your site. So if you're hosting your site on the same server as your CPV Labs, it's actually pretty easy. So let me go here and click File Explorer. All right, so what you want to do is just find your site that you just created, which is, in this case on a desktop, and you just want to drag the CPV Labs zip file that you got from CPV Labs and just put it right there in that same folder location. All right, and then you just want to let's actually put it in a separate folder. I'm going to create a new folder here. All right, new folder, and call it CPV Labs, and you just want to drag the install in that folder and then just unzip it. Right click, unzip, extract it here, and it's going to extract all the files you need right in that folder. All right, so let's give it a second. All right, and what happens is when you go back to your Dreamweaver and you click the little white box where it has your server and your local site information, you just want to um, click refresh, and it'll have that new folder that you just created. All right, so I'm just going to click on CPV Labs, and the install files are going to be right here. So all you're going to do is take all these files, and I usually hold shift, drag down, all right, and just drag them over into your server. All right, very simple, very straightforward. That's the first step, and the next step involves like a couple of things. All right, so just to get you guys familiar with this process, let's see if that's help. All right. So the great thing, also good thing about CPV Labs is they have a help guide online. So you can just type in, go to Google, and type in CPV Labs installation guide. All right, and here we go. And there we go. Yes, right there, hosted online for you. All right, we did that. We took the files, unzipped them, uploaded it to our server, and the next step is just setting permissions. All right, so you just want to go to each folder and change permissions for a few files, and it shows you exactly what to do. And you want to create a database for that particular, for your login, for your to save all your information. Because what happens is with CPV Labs, it stores all of your data, like all your tracking, your keywords. It stores the traffic that comes in, the It stores all of your conversions and everything. So you need to store that information somewhere. And you do that by creating a database, and I'm going to go over that too. Um, all right, so as this is waiting, let's go ahead and create our database. So I'm going to go to GoDaddy. In this case, it's going to be different if you have a different hosting, but it's all pretty much the same. All right. So let's go ahead and log in here. And what we're going to do is just go to my account, and we're going to pull up hosting, and we're going to launch that. All right, so you want to find your hosting that you're using for Dreamweaver, and then sort of scroll down, and you're going to find MySQL. So you can see here, MySQL. All right, click on MySQL, and it's going to show your databases here. But we want to create one, but it's not showing up here. Let me see. Here we go. Okay. So what you want to do is then click on Add and give it a friendly name. Call it CPV Labs. Database names, call it CPV Labs. Let's give it a more unique name because it's taken. So I'm going to give it CPV Labs Shakri. CPV Labs Shakri. And we're going to put a password in. Click OK. All right. It's being set up. All right. All right. So it's going to take some time to set up. But once it's set up, you're good to go. Yep, you're good to go, right? And it's different for if you use the cPanel, you're gonna have to create a database and then have to create a user and then add that user to the database. But the important thing is to make sure your username, make sure you use all the same usernames. Like choose one name like CPV Labs and your name for everything. For the user and for the database. All right, so it makes it a lot easier because what's going to happen is you're going to end up forgetting which name you use for which one, which thing, and it's going to be crazy. So I usually keep the same name across my databases and my users. So let's see if it's finished setting up. Okay, so it's finished setting up. Let's see what we have to do here. Man. Okay, I think that's it for GoDaddy. Well, that's all we have to do. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so that's finished. Now the next thing to do is just follow simple instructions and go here, and you want to change the permissions of your logo folder to 777. So you just want to go to the logo folder, and which is here, and it says change permissions for this folder to 777. So you can right click the folder, select set permissions, and change that to 777 and click OK. That's done. And next thing we want to do, let me make sure you guys can see. All right. 1 second. All right, so the next step is to open the lib folder and change permissions to 666 to the dparams.php file. So let's go to lib and go to the dparams.php, click edit, set permissions, and we want to change that to 666. All right, and then once that's done, we want to change the license folder and give right permissions to license.php file. So open the license folder, go to the license file, and change that to 6662. I'm doing rename while I'm doing that. Right click, set permissions, 666. That's done. And then open the install page. So we're going to go to our install page. So the next step is to bring up your site, Mom Tips for You, and I think it's installed in CPV Labs. Make sure. No, it's installed on the main directory. So all we need to do is find the install.php file. So click install.php. Make sure here. There we go, install.php. It's in Health Life. Okay. So we're going to move this. And then there we go. All right, so then we get to this screen, which is the install.php file. And then again, like I said before, the database is the name of what you created in MySQL, which was CPV Lab Shakri. And you type your password in, and let's just put our password in that we use, and our database name was CPV Lab Shakri, and then email address you use for purchase, and then installation directory. The installation directory is where you install the CPV Labs the files, right? So the files you installed it on the Health Life folder. So you want to put that name of that directory here. All right. So if you because we didn't install it on the main domain, we installed it in the Health Life folder. You put that you put that here. Let's put Health Life, and you click install, and then you're good to go. I'm not going to do this for security reasons. I'm not going to install it here on this webinar, but that's pretty much it. And after you click install, they pretty much direct you to delete the install.php file, because they don't want security issues. They don't want people accessing your CPV Labs and screwing up your stuff. So so that's it. That's pretty much it. And you log in with admin. So when you want to log in, you log in with the username admin, and you go put admin for the password. All right, and it's going to be under login. So it's going to be whatever you install on your domain. Like in this case, Mom Tips for You. You're just going to put /healthlife/login, and that's where your login is going to be at. You log in, and then you're good to go. All right. Now that's CPV Labs. You guys have any questions? Go ahead and shoot. Well, let me see if we got some questions here. John, you see any questions coming in, or?
All right, yeah. Let me unmute myself. No, I think everybody's good. And then to be honest, like Shakri does this kind of stuff. Remember I was telling you guys yesterday that I enjoyed the research part of it, and he doesn't. And I won't say enjoys this part, but he's a techie guy, so he does this kind of stuff. I hate it with a passion. I hate the hell. I'd rather get my eyes gouged out. But so you guys can do this yourself, or some hosting companies will install it for you, or you can get like an outsourcer to do this type thing. It's nothing to it. But so anyway, so yeah, that's that. So let me read Scott's question. If you're going to get. Okay, cool. Yeah. We're gonna get to that, Scott. That's gonna be like as far as like your keyword research, stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get to it, no problemo. Okay. Chris had a question here. Okay. I had a question about competing against people who run coupon accounts. One of my competitors can raise bids on throwaway accounts and run multiple ad positions. Yeah. Okay. Like, are y'all like just really like, are y'all? Here's one really huge tip for you, Chris. This is pretty huge. So one thing you can do, our old method, we used to like use a ton of keywords. Let me ask you this: like, I'm guessing you guys must have like a small amount of keywords that you guys are bidding on. I'm guessing. Yeah, damn. 3. Okay. You're gonna have to expand that keyword list, man. For sure. You're gonna have to expand that joint. Um, okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, no doubt. Like, keep those 3, but you can hit him up. Like, trust me. There's gonna be some that you can hit up that you can kind of make up for the huge volume on those 3. As long as your ad can kind of direct them to it. Like, for instance, I give you a perfect example. It's basically, I don't know if you're familiar with demographic based keywords, but um, for instance, like when we were doing skin, we would bank off of stuff that had nothing to do with skin whatsoever. Now, what happens like now, like, number one, they'll look at you like if you upload a shit ton of keywords at one time, they're going to look at you real cross-eyed, like, why in the hell is this guy in this niche he's in? Why has he got 100,000 keywords, whatever the case may be? So you kind of start off small, go find some other ones that's in the related niche, and start loading some of those joints up. But like I got away from my point. What I was saying was when we were running skin, we would bank real good off of like jury keywords because our target demographic was a woman that was age 35 to like 60. She was a little more affluent, so she had a little money to play with. And obviously this lady in her head, obviously what else is she gonna be looking for besides skin stuff? Because the skin stuff, we weren't, guys were bidding through the roof, and I don't even think most of them knew what the hell they were doing. They were just bidding strictly on these skin keywords. So once we branched out, we started banking real heavy because these keywords were so cheap because not many people were using them because they didn't know how to monetize them. So it would be something that this person would be interested in also, but they're going to come in from a different angle. So jury keywords, shoe, like purses, stuff like that. We were banking pretty good on in skin. Now banks changed their approach a little bit. So now they're going to look at it like you're going to have to figure out a good blend, basically finding some other related keywords and then just kind of making them work. Like, especially the niche you're in, you can do that. You can make that joint work a lot of different ways. A lot of different ways you can go about like finding some other slightly related keywords. And because the thing you got to think about, the person the person's only going to click if they're interested, basically. So if they're in that mind state, if that's going to hit your target demographic and they see your ad and it's they liking what they see or they're interested in it, that's the only way they're going to click it anyway. So that could be a really good way for you to make up for those 3 keywords, because that's tough. That's real tough. The only other thing you could do is find some other ways of monetization, like how to monetize it in some other forms of fashion, getting some emails, stuff like that, so you can actually bid higher, something like that. But 3 keywords is a really tough biz, to a tough position to be in for sure. So I just recommend expanding out some keywords, man. And Shakri, Harvey was asking, do you have one main install of CPV Labs on the domain?
Yeah, yeah. You just need one install of CPV Labs. I don't know if you mean two installations of CPV Labs, but yeah, you have one. You usually have what I usually do is have a main domain and have a CPV Labs installed on that domain, and I also will have my website installed on that domain too. Sometimes I have a different a different domain for my website and a different domain for my CPV Labs tracking, um, just to keep things separate. And Harvey also asked, is there a performance hit by hosting CPV Labs and the campaign site on the same domain? I don't. If there is, I don't know. I just think it's convenient to have both on the same one. The only thing is you have to make sure you name your CPV Labs domain something that is related to your campaign name. So if you're doing skin, or if you're doing diet, you want to name your CPV Labs domain something that has to do with diet. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, what a lot of guys do is they create a domain called mycpvlabstracker.com. In that case, you'd have to have your website on a different domain because you don't want you don't want to be selling diet pills and sending people to my CPV lab tracker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to keep things separate. If you can afford that and if you're worried about performance. I like to just keep everything on one hosting. Um,
And yeah, and especially like unless you send it like some a super ridiculous, enormous amount of traffic, you shouldn't see any as far as performance. You shouldn't see a problem with anything getting backed up or anything like that. So you should be fine. When you get into doing PPV and stuff like that, it becomes a little different story sometimes. But for the source, but for sake of what we're doing here, you're good. I'm gonna hit these next two questions up, Shakreed, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and continue to knock that joint out. So let's see. Yeah, Scott, as far as Google, like, I don't know, man, we mess with Google here and there, but, we just like Bing because we get the clicks cheaper, and Google's algorithm is different too, man. Like, we just don't get the same traction on Google as we get on Bing. And they fuck with us a lot. Like, I don't know, we try to do everything. We'll have completely clean this and that. Everything will be brand new hosting. I don't know. But at one point, I think Gray's Cloak was down for a second. Like, as far as like some new IPs were emerging, and that could have been why we got banned on Google. But they just, they kept fucking with us. So we don't mess with them a whole lot. But these theories do cross over, as far as like what we're teaching on Bing. And the good thing about Google is, like, Bing's a little more anal on certain things. Like, Google doesn't give a shit. They'll give you traffic to the keyword as long as you're willing to bid more for it. They look at it like, well, if this guy's willing to pay, $2 a click, who am I to say that his quality, his stuff's not relevant? It obviously is if he can afford to pay this much per click for it, or he's willing to bid this much per click. Yeah, exactly. I hate them sons of bitches. I hate Google. I hate them. Yeah, no doubt, man. All right, and yeah, definitely. Yeah, it'll work on Google and Facebook. I don't know about Facebook. We have not advertised on Facebook. Not sure why. I guess we just fell in love with Bing, but we're going to be looking at that. Like we got some guys that's doing some Facebook stuff that wants to partner up with us. So we're going to start doing some Facebook stuff.
Let me answer Ross's question.
Okay. Yeah.
He says, so you install CPV Labs on every new domain you create. No, you only get one license for CPV Labs. You only get one license, so you can't install it on every domain you have. What usually, if you want to create multiple campaigns, you can just host the website, your website for any particular campaign on a different domain. So you buy a unique domain for each of your offers or campaigns, and you just use CPV Labs for the tracking. So, and you'll see now what I'm about to show you. When you use Landing Page Genius with CPV Labs, you don't even use the CPV Labs tracking link whatsoever. So it's almost like you're not using CPV Labs when you use it with Landing Page Genius. So because you don't use the tracking link they give you. And again, it's just CPV Labs is just a tracking link. It's just a tracking platform. You can have multiple campaigns on other domains and still use CPV Labs. So with that said, let me get back into the presentation here so we can finish this stuff up. I don't want this to go 5 hours.
Yeah, but let me tell you guys this too. Like, so what we're about to get into, what Shakreed's about to show you guys or get into, I'm gonna answer your joint, Bobby, too. I'm gonna just answer it. I'm just typing in. So when guys wonder like what makes the difference, like how we're able to actually come in and start, banging these niches out and like really do these big days on Bang. This is one of the most important parts of the puzzle, because this is going to allow you to do some massive freaking testing, and do it efficiently. Like this tool is just it's stupid. It's awesome. It's a little, there's a little bit of technical stuff involved in it. So I'm interested in how Shakreed's going to break this down, because he explains it to me and I'm like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I'm just don't even pay any attention, but I don't think it's that much to it. I just don't like that kind of stuff. I'm old school. I like writing copy and, doing research, so going around on porn sites looking for banners and stuff like that. But I don't like the techie stuff. He does. He enjoys it and is really good at it. So I just want you guys to know the severity of landing page genius and using that joint to really make a huge difference in your ROIs. All right. So with that said, continue, my brother.
No problem, no problem. All right, so if you guys see the site that's pulled up, this landing page genius. It's an awesome tool. It's not the easiest, most intuitive tool out there that does this, but it's the cheapest, and I think it's well worth learning, slight learning curve on how to use it. All right, so let me show you how to install it. So once you buy it, it's like $100-something bucks. You go ahead and log in, and what you do, first thing you do is you go to your licenses, and you want to add your domain that you're using to advertise with. You want to add it to your license. All right, so it's the first thing you do. Next thing you do is go ahead and just download landing page genius. All right, there's a download button under my downloads. You download that, you get a zip file. You guys know how to download and unzip stuff. So I want to go ahead and do the same thing I did before. Download it into my website folder. Download it there, and then when you go into Dreamweaver, you click refresh. You click refresh. That should be updated within Dreamweaver 2. So here we go. This is the file right here. So once you do that, the next step is just to simply go ahead and unzip it. And the great thing about landing page genius is only one. It's only one. Make sure you bring up the audience view. There's only one file. All right. So right click, extract it here, and it's one file you have to worry about. Let's see where it's at. It's called the lp-genius.php file. That's the only thing you have to worry about. All right. So what you do is let's go ahead and refresh this. You just grab that. You grab that PHP file, and then you just put that particular file in the same location as your site. So in this case, our site is the test.html, the one we created earlier, and it's in the healthlifestyles.org folder. That's where our website is at that we wrote down, and it's under test. Make sure let's see where it's at. Here we go, test.html. So it's in this folder, healthlifestyles.org. So all you're going to do is take this lpgenius.php, take this file and drag it over there. All right, and that's it. That's all you need to do to get landing page genius working. So let me actually show you what landing page genius does. All right, so I don't have it working on this server, so I'm going to actually pull up a server I do have it working with. So let me switch the server here. So, and Dreamweaver is great because if you have a bunch of different servers, you can just easily switch different servers on command. So I got it working on this server, and looks like it's frozen up. Just give it a second here. Click stop. Right. Do you have to use Dreamweaver? No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, but I mean, what else are you gonna use?
Yeah, like Dreamweaver is just one of the easier, just one of the more efficient softwares to actually do it. Like there's some other ones out there, but
yeah, you can use FileZilla.
Yeah, FileZilla. Yeah.
Any FTP client really to upload files, but the only thing is if you use like something else, you're gonna have to use something else to edit the file. So I can just go here and open up my website and edit it here, right? And I can upload files at the same time. Otherwise, you're gonna have a separate tool for FTP, which is this tool, and for editing your websites. So it makes no sense not to use Dreamweaver since it does both at the same time. Because otherwise, you're going to be like all over the place. I'm gonna use this tool for this and use this tool for that. It just doesn't make any sense. Um, so I'm going to show you guys how landing page genius works. This is one of our sites here. All right, actually pause this video. All right, so what landing page genius allows you to do is allow you to massively split test different headlines, different images, different elements of a page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up this particular file, and this is an actual website, actual real landing page we're running, and feel free to swipe, and feel free to leave our links in.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna say, feel free to swipe, and hey, you ain't got to change the links out. Don't worry about that shit, man. Leave them be.
Yeah. So what happens is that let's say you want to test different headlines. So what landing page genius allows you to do is allows you to rotate different headlines on command, right, and track it at the same time with CPV Labs. So what they use is something called snippets. So I think I might be better with this presentation if I show it on this presentation. So let me actually create a new slide here. New slide. Where is new slide at? There we go. All right. From current slide. Let's try this. All right. Just screw that up. All right. So you guys, so what landing page genius allows you to do is allows you to test different headlines. So if you have, let's say, headline 1, and you have headline 2. In order to make money at this game, you gotta like test a lot of different stuff. So let's say you came up with like 10 headlines, 20 headlines. You swiped, you did some research, you did your spying, you found a bunch of different headlines that you think that you want to test out. What you do is you get them all in like a little notepad file. And what landing page genius does is separates each element of the page that you want to test into something called snippets. So if you want to test the headline of a site, that would be one snippet. And if you want to test this image, that would be another snippet. So each conceptual part of the page you can separate into something called snippets. So the headline is one element, one conceptual part of the page that we want to test. So we would give the headline a name called it snippet A. All right, so headline is snippet A, and the code you use to rotate and to test different headlines, you use the snippet code, and then you put bracket 1 close bracket equals apostrophe, and then you put headline 1 in apostrophe, and then a colon to end to close out the statement. So that's how you test the first headline. And if you want to test another headline, you just copy this code, all right, paste that, and then change 1 to 2. All right, and you got headline 2. All right, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So if you want to test another headline, you say, oh, I like this headline. Let me create another snippet, snippet 3, and give it a headline 3. All right, and then instead of placing the headline in your HTML in your website, you want to place a certain code, and this code is hashtag snippet underscore A hashtag. This, what happens is that this headline, the actual words of the headline is going to be replaced. It's going to replace this code in your website. So if you look here in my page, it doesn't say lose 23 pounds of belly fat in 1 month with this diet plan, whatever. It actually says snippet B if you look into the code. So that's what you're using to dynamically insert different headlines into your page. You use the actual dynamic token snippet underscore whatever snippet you're using. In this case, it's B, so you would use snippet B. All right, and that's the code you put in the page that you want to dynamically change. And landing page genius has a great tutorial. So once you buy it and log in, it has a PDF that you can read through. That it's very simple. Like I say, you got to get past a few technical things, but you place that code at the top of the page. So you place it above the HTML, um, place it above the HTML on your page. So as you can see, all this code here, that's all I'm doing here. So if I want to create another headline, I would go to snippet B, which is here, and I would go, and I already have a bunch of different snippets, but I have one that's running, snippet B7443. So all I would do is go in and copy this thing here and paste it, change that number to like 4, and then come up with the different headlines. Hey guys, hope you enjoy the training. You enjoy today's training. All right, click put. I probably shouldn't do this because we're sending traffic right now to it.
Yeah, I just unmuted myself. I'm like, hell no, don't put that shit in there. We actually sending traffic to that site right now. So
That's
yeah.
all good. I'm gonna do it real quick.
Yeah, all right, cool. Just to show them. Yeah.
There you go. All right,
there you go.
Updated it. All right, there you go.
Trying to change it back.
Yeah, so you want to get rid of it, you just comment out with 2 backslashes. Click put. And that's about it. Now, like I said, I don't want to go too deep into this, like, because there's a lot of technical things. But they have a very, 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 very easy tutorial that shows you exactly how to use it. But this tool alone makes us so much money. It's ridiculous. I mean, it allows you to test massively, test 30, 40, 50 headlines without creating a unique separate page for each headline. I mean, that's what we were doing before.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We would create. God, I'm looking back at it like that was so fucking stupid. But I like to tell Shakritas, like, I always feel confident that it doesn't matter, whatever niche. I feel like we can go into any niche. That's why I love, and that's one of the reasons, I guess that we stick with Bang so much. But we've been able to pretty much go into any niche we want and come in and just dominate. And reason being is because of this. Like, we know for sure most of these dudes don't stand a damn chance. There's no way in hell they're gonna go in and test 30, 40 different headlines, and then go here what a magazine cover is, what Dr. Oz is standing right there, and test 50 of those damn things, and then test right there with a little reporter lady, the good-looking chick with the blonde hair. We'll throw 30 of those pictures in there. So it's testing them all against each other, all different variations, all going in, and then we'll find those controls that's actually working the best blend of headline and pictures and call to actions, whatever the case may be. And it's just not, people just aren't going to do that. So, if you're willing to take the little extra step and go in and actually do this, and go ham at it and go ahead and write all these different headlines. And, you don't have to start out with like a ton of them, but you need to test. Like the key to it, which people a lot of times, especially like some of our higher paid coaching clients, they think sometimes it's like a little special secret, but it's the secret is testing, and testing massively, and this, like I say, this is the part that I enjoy actually, the testing part, writing different headlines, trying out different call to actions, that's what's going to set you apart from the normal affiliates, for sure, So anyway, I don't want to rant on and on, but I always get excited with this kind of stuff. Those magazine joints, you get those joints from Google Images, right, Shakri? Or you're not? I can't hear you though.
Sorry, I had myself mute. If you want to get different images, you just go to Google Images. That's pretty much it.
So basically then you just type in, like, just to give them an example, Shakri, like when you're looking at these different magazine covers, like give them an example of something you might type in on that joint.
All right, so I was looking for something with Dr. Oz. I wanted to put Dr. Oz on the site and test that. So.
I mean, yeah, you don't have to like go to it and show it. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody know how to do it. I mean, just like it.
Yeah, so I had to go to Dr. Oz, images, and then Dr. Oz, and then I would type in like magazine. There we go.
Boom, yeah. Let me just let you know that Dr. Oz, obviously him and Oprah, They've got the same team, the same bulldog of attorneys, but we don't really worry about that stuff. But if you want to get a letter in the mail quick, put Oprah's picture up and let that joint be seen, and you will get a letter pretty fast telling you to take that damn thing down. But I mean, my theory is I'll go until I get a letter, and usually I go until I get a second letter. To be completely honest, the second letter is usually a lot more threatening. So we'll usually stop at that. But I mean, put it up there, man. We just do it, and I always ask for you just ask for forgiveness, not permission on that joint. Just put it up there. So anyway,
yeah, like my man Greg said, don't be scared.
Yep, there you go. Don't be scared. Yeah, no doubt. So all right,
try it. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to bog down everything with the technical details, but landing page genius is definitely a tool, a must-have tool, must-have. So if you think about not getting it, don't not get it. All right. So let's see what's next on the list here. So the next thing was to cover. Okay, landing page genius. Okay, so I just want to show you guys real quick how to set this up in CPV Labs. So the only thing you gotta do is when you create a new campaign in CPV Labs is click Add Campaign. You select your landing page campaign. You want to add custom tokens, capture extra tokens, and you want to add the snippets here. So let's say you want to test 4 different elements of the page. You're going to put LP space snippet underscore, well not underscore, space A, and you want to do that 4 times, A, B, C, and D. And you want to put as parameter MV1, MV2, MV3, and MV4. And when you do that, just click Save. And the great thing about it is when you run your stats on your campaign, you get to be able to highlight the different snippets that you're testing. So let's say you're testing different, say LP snippet A. I think that's the ad ID that we use. No, that's the different images. So the Dr. Oz image that you saw. So I'm testing 2 now, and as you can see here, one has 10 conversions, one has 5 conversions. So it's a big difference. It's a huge difference as far as, one has a little bit more clicks, but I think this conversion rate is a little higher for the first image here. So that's the difference an image can make. A slight difference here. So yeah. So that's how you be able to go into CPV Labs, and CPV Labs is already set up for you to use landing page genius, and everything works together. All right. So you don't have to do any type of integration. Landing page genius works with CPV Labs, and also works with Prosper, but we don't use Prosper. Prosper is not a great tool. But that's how you're able to see which headlines are getting clicks, which headlines are getting conversions, which ones are working, which ones aren't, and it tells you everything under this this tab here. You get to hide, like for example, see what snippet B is. It's our headline, so you have the headline number here, so it tells you how many clicks each headline got, how many what's the landing page CTR. That's the great thing about it. You can look at each headline and determine which ones have a higher CTR, which ones has higher conversion rate, the CPA, the revenue, pretty much everything you need for each headline. All right, so that's why we really recommend using landing page genius and CPV Labs together, because it just makes our lives so much easier. All right, so that's the technical aspect of this thing, and I want to get into the see here, the keyword research, because I think this is one of the biggest things that really made us a lot of money, is doing keyword research way different than everybody else. And John can definitely tell you about that. I mean, we do keyword research.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's our bread and butter. That's our secret sauce. So.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like especially when we're going to we're working on a couple theories on how to. If any of you guys like, I think some of you guys might have been with us from like jump from day one when we did the first things. Harvey, appreciate that, brother. When we did the first joint, the first ad center joint, and we were like telling you guys like how we were killing it with like these big ass keyword lists, with like hundreds of thousands of keywords. Well, we're working on the theory of getting back to that. It's just we're going to have to go about it differently. But like the way we do keyword research, people are like, how on earth could you possibly come up with like this amount, like several hundred thousand of keywords? And you know, you'll find out. You'll find out. But yeah, it's made us a lot of money.
So let me show you guys the secret tool that we use. All right, so it's secret tool nobody knows about. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, damn, what does it sound like something I don't even know about? What you got? What you been hiding, though? Yeah, no, it's not anything different. A lot of people know about it. They just don't know how to use it properly. You know, I know of a couple guys that's on here that I was talking to personally that just went in and bought these joints, bought the spy food and everything. I'm scrolling through now to see if they're still on because they're real big on fast implementation. So I know he knows what I'm talking about. So yeah, you and you guys going to definitely pay attention to this part because this is really important. So go ahead, go ahead, Shakri.
Yeah. So what actually happens is when people get bogged down by keywords, like, I gotta find this keyword, I gotta do this keyword, or which keywords are doing this, which keywords are doing that. How do I do the keyword research? People make this big fuss about damn keywords, and I take it from Greg, like, keywords don't really matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I mean, they matter, but they don't matter as much as people make them out to be. I mean, unless, of course, you only have 3 keywords in your campaign, then they really matter.
They make a big difference then. Yeah,
they make a big difference.
Yeah.
But our tool that we use to really scale our campaigns is SpotFood. And the reason why I say SpotFood is, number one, they allow unlimited keyword exporting. So something like Keyword Spy, I think, and other keyword tools, they limit the amount of keywords that you can download per day. So when we first was like doing some major volume, I had to find another keyword tool because we were using this Keyword Spy, but they only allow like 20,000 keywords per day, something like that, 30,000. And we were trying to do some major damage. So SpyFood allowed us to do that, and it's just it's very intuitive, it's very easy, simple to use. And you can even call them up. I had we wanted 1 million keywords one time. We was like, I was like, I need 1 million keywords, and so, but trying to download 1 million keywords, it pretty much take all day, and my computer is notorious for going in and out, like internet going in and out. So I'll be trying to download these keywords, and after an hour, my internet might go down for the 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and then the whole the whole download have to start back over. So you can call in the SpotFood like, hey, I need I need Amazon.com, or I need I don't know, Google.com's keyword list, and they'll send it to you in a zip file. And that's really how we were able to scale our campaigns, because we didn't waste our time on worrying about 1 or 2, 3 keywords or figuring out what keyword is doing this, what keyword is doing that. We just had a big ass keyword list, like like Greg said, big ass keywords. We had a big ass keyword list, and we would just grab those keywords and throw them in our campaign, and not focus on individual keywords. We would just throw them in there and get massive traffic, and not worry about the keywords, and focus more on the headlines and the ads. Because what a lot of people like to do is they like to try to optimize by keyword, like, oh, which keywords are doing good, which keywords are doing bad. I have 100 keywords. I want to make more money. Well, let me turn off the keywords that aren't making money and keep these ones. They optimize by keyword. We don't do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't optimize by keyword. You know what I mean? We optimize by ads and headlines. So we throw a bunch of, I throw a bunch of keywords in our campaign and say, fuck it, throw it in there and don't even worry about it. And then focus on the ads and the headlines as far as for optimization purposes. But and that's what I suggest you do, especially on Bing. So let me show you guys how simple this is here. So see if I can, if my I think this is the wrong. Hold on. think this is. All right. Well, I think I got the right one here. So so yeah. So what you want to do is just go into Spot Food and just type in, whatever your niche is in. So let's say you're in, I don't know, let's say, somebody give me a niche. Shoot out a niche to me. Let's get some interactivity going on here.
Some interaction. Yeah, somebody type a niche into the question bar there. It may be a niche that you're thinking about going in. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, skin, home beds, weight loss. Yeah, y'all like them big niches. I hear you.
All right. So let me go to skin. So I'm gonna go to wrinkle. Let's go to wrinkle. Type the keyword wrinkle and scat porn. No, it's not gonna. My God, dog. Oh, nasty, man. That adult stuff is next week, man.
Yeah, you're getting ahead of yourself.
All right. All right, let's see here. So what we're gonna do is I'm trying to find a site that's pretty big, that has a large keyword list, because I don't want to sit here. Okay, let's try Bare Essentials. So what I don't want to do is sit here and spend all this time on trying to come up with keywords. I don't like to spend that much time on keyword research. As a matter of fact, let me go in. I know a big Bare Minerals. Let's see. Yeah, so let me actually go and grab the actual site, because I know these guys are pretty big. I know they're doing a lot of advertising, so they should have a lot of keywords. So you can actually type in the domain too, if you have a domain in mind that you know these guys are doing a lot of advertising. So, all right, they have 13,000 keywords, bam, and they got 3,000 organic keywords. You know, and then you can grab 13,000 keywords from there. You can click on CoverGirl here, and bam, they got 15,000 keywords. You know. Bam, you already got, we should be able to get 30, 40,000 keywords, pretty easy. I mean, it depends on the market, and then some of these keywords overlap too. So, one site may have 20,000, another site may have 10,000. Well, you may have 5,000 overlapping. So what I usually do is just kind of go in the top 10 in any type of category I'm in. So if I'm in skin, I grab the top 10, 20 different websites, and I just grab the paid and organic keywords. And we actually have a guy we actually pay that just works full time, just goes in and just grabs keywords from different niches. So, and then we just store all those keywords in a database, and we use those keywords for our campaign. So in this case, I would just go in and click view export, and it'll take you to the next screen. And you always want to click view export with SpotFood. And the next step is to click export options and export all to CSV. Alright, and then save it, and that's going to take a couple of minutes. So 2 or 3 minutes, you have a keyword list of about 15,000. So there's no need to sweat over keywords. Keywords don't matter. Keywords matter, but they don't. Don't stress over keywords. What you really want is as much traffic as possible. And when you use advertorials like we're doing, they convert so well that the keyword list isn't that important, because we're doing volume on Yahoo. I mean, like the keyword Yahoo, like Gmail, Google, YouTube, weather, just random stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cruise ships. Gardening, I mean, just random words that aren't targeted. So that's what I mean by, you don't want to focus on keywords as far as figuring out which keywords are going to be getting you traffic, which one's not, which one's going to be converting, which one's not. You really just want as much traffic as you can get. And that's why we were able to do some crazy volume, because we were just throwing it out. I'll go down on Amazon.com's keyword list. I'm like, fuck it. Grab Amazon.com's keyword list, load up in the campaign, and that's how we were able to get our accounts. Like, we get our accounts banned, and we come back the next day, we back at 5, 6, 7, 8,000 in a day, because we were having so many damn keywords, just to kind of throw in there. So our strategy now is to first go targeted, very targeted. So if you're in skin, grab skin-related keywords. If you're in BizOp, grab BizOp-related keywords. Start out there first, and you should be able to grab at least 50,000 keywords from any niche that are somewhat, those keywords should be somewhat related to that niche, and Bing shouldn't have a problem with your keyword list. So it's very simple, very straightforward, nothing too complicated. Grab spy food, grab it up as soon as you can. Start downloading these keywords, keep them in a folder, keep them in a file. Make sure you name the file so you can keep track of everything. When you start downloading all these keywords, things can get kind of hectic. So grab up Spy Food, man. Grab up Spy Food, Landing Page Genius, CPV Labs. Get it all hooked up. Get you set up. Get your Dreamweaver set up. Get your website set up, ready to go. And yeah, I mean, you'll be good to go. And really the last thing, I mean, actually I want to take some questions right now if you guys have any questions about keyword research. But last thing I want to go over is talk about cloaking and the cloaker. So, you guys have any questions? Shoot, Johnny, if you have any comments, anything about the keyword research?
No, you're good. Just which we'll probably get into this tomorrow, I'm guessing. But as far as having all these keywords loaded up in your account and running everything like that, like only thing I would say that you want to check out, like you may run into some keywords that might eat up the budget, but not that much. Like, cause you're not going to be bidding extremely high or anything like that. And then, the only cause I get a lot of people like, well, damn, like what about those unrelated keywords? Like they might eat up your budget, but normally you're not going to have people clicking on your ad unless they're interested anyway. And then every now and again, you might find a keyword that's like, might eat up $20 a day or something like that, 20, 30 bucks in a day, just, doing absolutely nothing for you. Then you can come in and just, turn those joints off. But, for the main part, you don't have to worry about that. Did you see it? Forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I don't know if it's Parish or Parish. Yeah. Did you? Yeah. Did you see his question?
Yeah. So Paris asked, when you use unrelated keywords, how do you match up the keywords with ads and fake landing page? You don't. Just you'll still get traffic. I mean, you don't worry about that. You focus on writing a good ad, because here's the thing: the keywords are nothing more. The people are searching the keywords. They're people. You know what I mean? They may be searching for some different thing one day, and they may use different keywords to search for different stuff, or be in a different state of mind when they're online. But they're still people, and so if they're clicking on your ad, they have some interest. So we use keywords as a way to get traffic. We don't use keywords as a way to really pre-qualify anybody. Because a 55-year-old woman or that's looking to to get rid of her wrinkles, she's still interested in a 55-year-old woman who is let's say interested in gardening, right? Is still a 55-year-old woman who probably would be interested in looking younger. She might be interested in extending her life. She might be interested in living healthier. She might be interested in how to cure cancer, lower blood pressure. So you see what I'm saying? So the keywords themselves are just a way to get traffic to your site, and you let the ads and the landing page do the work as far as the conversion. You know what I'm saying? Because I like a lot of different things. I like making money, and I like marketing, but I also like going to the gym and lifting weights. You know what I'm saying? I like going to strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? I like partying. I like reading. I like a lot of different stuff. So I might be searching. I'm a big science buff, so I like stuff about science. I might go read about science, but I might see an ad about muscle fitness. You see what I'm saying? So the keywords don't really matter. It's about the person who's doing the searching of the keywords. So that's why we don't worry about it. And Bing doesn't care, because if you actually look at your campaigns and look at your keywords that are getting you 10 high quality scores, like 10 9s and 8s. I took a look at our accounts yesterday, and we were having quality scores of 10 9s and 8s to keywords that have nothing to do with our content on our page. Absolutely nothing. So fuck this quality score shit, I don't even pay attention to it because it's bullshit. It's an algorithm a bunch of dudes made up to try to make things relevant, but it doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work like it's supposed to. Um, so that's why we just throw a bunch of keywords up. We throw them all in there in the campaign, and if it gets traffic, it's traffic. And then we work with the traffic we get. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of other people don't take that approach. They try to fine tune their campaigns, and that's another approach. It could definitely work. That's something that I've definitely experimented with and probably will in the future. But in this strategy, that we use, the Blackhat strategy to really get massive traffic, cheap traffic, we just say screw Bain's algorithm. We throw them all in there, load them all up, and basically work off the inefficiency of their algorithm. Their algorithm has gotten better, but we still that's how we do it. We work off the inefficiency of their algorithm to give us traffic on keywords that no one else is bidding on, no one else cares about, and get massive traffic and get that traffic to convert. What's that? Oh, if I can do it. Okay, so let's. Oh yeah, no, I was actually gonna let's see here. Let me see what I'm gonna. So yeah, so let me actually show you the keyword, the Bing Ads Editor tool. That's actually a good idea. So let me connect. All right, so let me make sure you guys can see what's going on here. Yeah. All right. Um, so this is the keyword. This is the AdWords Editor tool. So actually, let me actually do a different account here. So 1 second. All right. So this is Bing Ads Editor tool. All right, and it's great because it allows you to do some massive testing, massive keyword uploads. In pretty much no time. All right, and so if you're wondering about like how do I get all these keywords loaded up my campaign and all this other stuff, this tool solves everything for you. All right, yeah, I'm connected to it. This is connected to VPS. All right, so so what I do is if you want to like you go click on your campaign and go to your ad group and select your different ad group you have, and then click on keywords and then click on multiple changes. You can paste all 10. You can paste 10,000 keywords per ad group. So you can paste 10,000 keywords right into the editor and click import, and it'll go right into your account. And click sync, and you're done with it. So you don't have to worry about like constantly copying and pasting 100, 200 keywords at a time. Because I think if you try to add a bunch of keywords into your Bing account, I think you can only add like 500 at a time. And then like the server starts to go slow down, and you be sitting there for 30 minutes, 45 minutes trying to add 30, 40,000 keywords. Whereas with the Bing editor, you go ahead and actually show you, because I actually got some keywords here, I believe. So let me go to here. Let's see here. Actually pull up Excel. Show you guys an example here. File. Alright, so this keyword list I have here, it's in a diet niche. It's about 46,000 keywords, right? So what you can do is Bing allows you 10,000 keywords per ad group. So you can create an ad group in the Bing editor, right? So for example, I can click on campaign, and on the ad groups tab, you can create ad group, right? And then you really don't have to do that. Let me actually show you what you can do here, which is cool. You actually select the ad group you have or you already have, right, and just copy. You can copy the ad group. So let's say you're using the same ad in every ad group. Just copy the ad group, and then you want to add a new one, you can just paste it right into the right into the pane here. So as you can see here. So you just change that to ad group 5. So it keeps the same settings. You already have your ad copied over. Everything is set up, good to go. All right. So this is like you can do some mass editing and really fast updating. So you just select the ad group, and you select ad group over here on to the left, and you select keywords tab, and you just click on make multiple changes, and then select all 10,000 keywords, and you can just do, use the quick select function in Excel by selecting cell B2 to cell B10,000, hit enter, copy all 10,000 keywords, and just go back into your Bang Editors tool and click paste and click import. And what it do, it import it, and you want to select keyword because I don't have any headers here. I'm not pasting keywords in, but you want to select keywords to tell the Bing editors to, like, these are keywords you're uploading, and then click import, and it'll actually import the keywords into your account. And hit sync, and you're ready to go. So I actually added 50,000 keywords into one of our campaigns the other day, and it took me about 10 minutes. So definitely get the Bing's editor tool. It actually tells you you added 9,349 new keywords. Click close, and you click post changes. That's pretty much it. So definitely get this tool. Definitely play around with it. I can't go over every single aspect of how it works and everything, but it's the same function as like an AdWords editor or as an AdWords editor. It's the same function, same type of functionality. So if you're familiar with AdWords editor, you definitely should be familiar with Bang's editor. And it should take you, if you're tech savvy, it should take you a few minutes to get it. But if you're technically inclined, I would definitely sit here and play with it for 30 minutes, and you should get how it works. The main thing is that if you want to edit, like say an ad group or an element of your account, like say you want to edit something at the campaign level, you select over here, you select the campaign on the left pane, and campaign specific attributes of the campaign show up in the right side. So if you want to edit, let's say ad group 1, select ad group 1 on the left side, and ad group specific elements show up on the right. So that's the only thing you kind of need to understand. So you use the left side to select different elements of your campaign, and on the right side it shows specific attributes of that particular element that you can make changes to, whether it be the bids or editing keywords or editing the ads or whatever you want to do. You can do everything from this editor. You really don't even have to log into your Bing account if you use this editor tool. So this is our secret tool too that we use to do some massive keyword and massive testing, massive campaign uploading. And if you're not using it, you definitely need to use it immediately because it just makes life so much easier. Even if you're using like 3 or 4 keywords, I mean, you definitely need to get this tool. And they actually updated. I'm not sure if it's because of the server we're using, but if you're using like a really high-end server, like we're using server 2012 here, so if you have like a really good server, you can upload thousands upon thousands of keywords in like an instant. I think they updated their server, so if you want to upload 20, 30, 40,000 keywords, it shouldn't take that long. So if you're worried about things taking a long time, it used to be like that, but we uploaded 20,000, 30,000 keywords the other day, and it took like 2 minutes. So
Hey, Mike Jones, did that answer your question? Mike Jones, who? Mike Jones.
okay, yeah, he asked if you're using a cloud server, how do you get Excel and all the keywords on that remote desktop to upload? Okay, if you're using a cloud server, how do you get Excel and all the keywords on that remote desktop to upload the keyword onto the editor?
It was basically, Shakri, when you went in and copy and pasted it. It was the part where you went into, and Mike said his connection cut out. And it was just, it didn't take long when you explained it. It was just basically you going into Excel, copying them and pasting them into the Bang Ads editor. It's what it was.
Okay, yeah. You just go over here and copy them. Like I said, I used the function here to select a large number of cells. So B2 to B10,000, and I just copy that. Just right click copy, and just go ahead and bring up your editor in the cloud here, and then select your ad group that you're adding the keywords to. Select keywords, and then select multiple changes, and just paste them right there in the keyword data. And when you click import, it's gonna ask you to add the header, and the header is the word keyword. So because the Bing editor needs to know what data you're adding to it. It could be an ad, it could be keywords. It doesn't know, so it's going to ask you to basically what header are you using, and you want to select keywords. So that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's the world-class setup. That's all the tools we pretty much use to get everything going. So.
All right. Awesome. Cool. All right. So that pretty much wraps it up. I know that today was a really techie filled day with a lot of technical shit, but I mean it's completely necessary. It's vital to the way that we run on Bang, the way that we make the money we do. You know, it's definitely that. Oh yeah, Ross. He's like, it's not for newbies. Yeah, I mean, it's a learning curve, but like I say, man, you can always outsource, some of this stuff for sure, like the installs and all that stuff, Ross. Definitely, for sure. And it's just, ways to make your life a little easier with it, for sure. But yeah, there is a little learning curve, with it, but it definitely will behoove you, to either A, plan on outsourcing it, or B, learn it yourself. But, if it were me, I would, probably do a mesh of both, know a little bit about it, enough about it, and then just outsource it. So yeah. The recordings, I got my programmer working on it. Like once we're done with the Bang section tomorrow, once we finish up, then I'll have all the recordings, and then I'll have him put them up and like get you guys access to it. So it'll probably be a couple days after the actual day 3, which day 3 is tomorrow. So hopefully he can have that done and have those up there for you guys like Sunday, Monday. U.S. Eastern Standard Time. I'll get you guys an email out so you can know how to access it and everything like that. And then I'm gonna send you guys an email. You'll have an email with the adult dating schedule and everything. But tomorrow is the last day of the Bang version of it. The Bang live workshop. And then next week we'll get into the adult dating workshop, and you guys. There's a few of you guys, obviously, who's going to be getting the bonus, the funnel out. It'll be in a zip file. Oh, another thing. Yeah, the cloak is tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, like the cloaker and stuff like that. You going into that tomorrow, right, Shakri?
Yeah, I was gonna do it today, but it's just too much time. I want to spend like a good amount of time doing the show on that. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we'll show the cloaker, and then you guys, obviously after this is done, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but you'll get an email with the rest of the schedule and everything like that. Let me look, Ross. Hold on a sec. I can check. I got a list right here.
He also asked like what sort of
Ross. Yes, you did, Ross. I don't know what number you were. I think you were like 4 or 5, but yeah, you're good. What's that, Shakri?
Yeah, I was saying he asked what sort of ROIs are we getting typically. If I'm not getting 100% ROI, I'm pissed. 50% ROI is fine. And the reason why I say that is because even if you get a good ROI, some parts of the day are going to be terrible. So even if you have like a high ROI, like 100% ROI, other parts of the day are going to be like negative 30% ROI. So some parts of the day are going to be 200% ROI. So it's going to vary throughout the day. So I like to have a high ROI, so we have consistent profit throughout the day. But we optimize. Once we optimize, we figure out which times of day are the best. We get things down nice 100% ROI. But I would say to be conservative, a 50% ROI is something good to shoot for. Something good to have. I'm not gonna complain about 50% ROI. So.
Cool. All right. No problem, Ross, for sure. All right, guys. So we'll wrap this one up here today. and then I'll get you guys an email with the link for tomorrow's webinar. Where we go, we're going to go into the cloaker, which we didn't get a chance to do today. So we're going to the cloaker and, like actually, the way we're optimizing scaling, stuff like that. And then the whole banning issue, which can be an issue. But the way we go about doing this, it's not that big a deal. The way we go about getting accounts. So it's definitely going to be interesting. So make sure you're there. If you can't be there, obviously, like I said, these joints are being recorded, and we'll get them up for you guys. But so anyway, for today, guys, that's it. We will see you guys tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, I think I got it scheduled for the same time tomorrow. I think I got it set for 2 to 3:30. I'm not 100% sure, but it was in the original email I sent you guys, and then like I said, I'll get you guys a link for the joint tomorrow. All right. So appreciate you guys. We will see you guys tomorrow. I'm about to starve, so I'm about to go get me some grub, and we'll holler at you guys tomorrow. All right. Peace. Oh, wait a minute.